Hey Soul Family, my name is Shelly. Welcome to Healing Truth Tarot. Just a friendly reminder to please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It will help our family grow. It's been a slow growth, but it's all coming together. And that's because of you guys. So today is a reading. It's for Aquarius. I am an Aquarius. I resonate with Aquarius, and I wanted to give it a shot and see how it works out to do a reading for one specific sign rather than earth, fire, water, air, all together signs. So, anywho, yeah. So I have cleansed the cards, cleansed myself, cleansed my space. All the bad juju is gone. All the good juju is in. Okay. Still using a script, yes. Parts of this reading may not resonate with you. That's okay. Take what you need and leave the rest. If I don't resonate with you at all, that's okay too. The readings are about you guys, are not about me. So if I don't resonate, there are plenty of readers on YouTube that you could check out, and you'll find someone that resonates. Just a reminder that if you see something aesthetically that's off, please be kind, and please do not judge. I had some dental work done, and I'm still swollen. Dental work done a few weeks ago, and I'm waiting for something to come to me that will take care of the aesthetic problem. So, anywho, I'll do my best not to just show it to you all the time, okay? And I appreciate you being supportive. I really do. Also, let me see. Oh yes, the cards have been pre-shuffled thoroughly. I like to pull the first 8 cards before I start the video. It just helps me ground a little bit to look at them and get the energy off of them. So we will start with the Rider-Waite Tarot. Spoiler alert: I have censored some of the tarot cards in the Rider-Waite because of YouTube's policies against nudity and sexual stuff. So I put a piece of paper with tape over the naughty parts. Gotta do what you gotta do, because I'm gonna make these videos, and I'm not trying to get banned from YouTube. No sir. So yeah, we'll start with the Rider-Waite, then we'll go to, and we'll pick up some words from the word jar. That's something new, words and phrases. I'm really enjoying that. Then we'll go to the Crystal Visions deck, and then for a last card, we will pull something out of the Del Toro deck. All right, so the first, well, let me show you the cards, and then we'll talk about them. So we've got the Hierophant. Nine of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Lovely card. Queen of Swords. Oh, sorry. There you go. I should let it focus first. Ace of Pentacles. Another lovely card. Five of Pentacles. Don't be afraid. It's all going to work out. Three of Wands. And the Strength, Major Arcana. Alright, that's what we've got. So the Hierophant, this is either something that, this reading is for the next 2 weeks, by the way, for Aquarius. Oh yes, let me not forget, tonight, now I'm going to post this tomorrow on the 22nd, but tonight is the full moon. It is at its fullest at 9:08 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is when we should be putting our jewelry, our crystals, even our candles, anything that we put in the sacred space, if we have a sacred space, we put those in the windowsill. It's personally, I like to leave it there for 3 days. Jewelry, did I say that? Yeah, because I'm putting my jewelry in there, because my jewelry picked up some bad juju. And it's going to take the full moon to cleanse that. But Yeah, so the full moons are about removing negativity when they come to their fullest point. And then when we hit the dark moon or the new moon, um, that's when our intentions begin to come in. So just be very weary of your thoughts during the full moon. Make sure that you are accepting whatever is going on in your life, even the stuff that you don't like, as the way it's supposed to be. And remember, this too shall pass. It's not going to last forever. We are changing, people. We are changing. So, first card, Hierophant. So this is either you have already been going within and checking yourself, checking on your character flaws, releasing old patterns, releasing old people, releasing old thoughts, repeating memories that haunt you. So yeah, you're going within. And also, the Hierophant is also about tradition and stability, right? Gentle, non-aggressive stability. I mean, he's sitting there, he's balanced. You see the things that he has, right? He's balanced. He has, or the things he has in his hands, excuse me. He's a balanced because he went within and he dealt with his crap, right? So you're either gonna, or you are, in the next 2 weeks. Or in the next 2 weeks, you're gonna start getting rid of that bad juju that you got going on inside you, right? So it's a time for reflection, and it's a time to be okay with wherever you are at, because you are right where you're supposed to be, people. You're fine. You're doing fine. You're doing a really good job. Don't give up. It will change. And I know I'm an Aquarius too. We hate change. We hate it. I don't know about you, but I've been cleansing and releasing a lot of stuff. Today has been, with the full moon, today has been particularly emotional for me. Just things that have come up, memories that have come up, and with that cleansing and releasing, I've been able to listen to what Source is telling me, or what God is telling me, what my spirit guides and angels are telling me. That I have been thinking, what's in my head is restrictive. I smother myself with this stuff. It doesn't make me a bad person. It's not wrong. I'm not wrong because, that's the way, because of my thinking patterns. They are what they are, and they're like that due to the experiences I've had, right? So the experience you've had, they don't define you, but they absolutely can make you who you are today. And we can either embrace the good things that have come out of our traumas and dramas, or we can embrace the awful things and keep focusing on the awful things. But Spirit is sending you a message, and through me, that you had to go through those things. You're going to hear this a lot in a lot of readings right now. You had to go through these things. It was necessary for you to go through all this stuff. Past lives and your past in this life. It was just necessary. It was preparing you for something. So I've already talked about this in another video. I'm not gonna repeat myself if I can help it. All right. So then we have the Nine of Swords. And that's what I was just talking about. Being held hostage by our thoughts. Despair. The woman is in despair. The thing is that those swords aren't there for causing her pain. They're not there to hurt her. They're there for her protection. Source is protecting you. Your guides and angels are protecting you. They want you to know that they're protecting you. they may protect you in different ways, so be open to messages. I think the messages has slowed down. You know, we are in Cancer season as of today, so we've got several things going on. It's the solstice, it's the full moon, and it's Cancer season all in one day. So yeah, it might be pretty intense. It might be a pretty intense day. It's okay. Get it out. Better out than in, people. Better out than in. We can either choose to let our thoughts hold us hostage, or we can take what we've learned from our thoughts. We have to pick one. You know, I was saying Aquarians don't like change, but the thing is, a lot of us have been instigating change because we are super spiritual and we're super in tune and super intuitive. We're super connected to Source, God, Jesus. We're super connected, right? But we're so busy, we're so analytical, we're so in here all the time. Well, this has to be like, a lot of us have Virgo in the church. Well, this has to be this way, and this has to be that way, and things have to be symmetrical, and this has to be clean now, and that should have been clean yesterday. That's just the way we think. And this person should act like this, and the other person should act like the other way. Guess what? People don't behave the way that we want them to. It sucks, doesn't it? But they don't. And sometimes I don't behave the way I want to. And sometimes you don't behave the way you want to. That's okay. As long as you're aware of it. And you're willing to do something about it. Small steps. That's a message. That's a loud in my ear. Small steps. You're not going to get from point A to point Z in 20 minutes. Small steps. Slow growth is good growth. It truly is. I mean, sometimes we get from point A to point Z in 20 seconds or 20 minutes, but not very often. Even when it seems like we do, there was still a process. We just didn't notice. And that's okay, because we're human. We're not doing this wrong, you guys. You're not doing it wrong. You're doing it just right. So give yourself some credit. Give yourself a pat on the back. Don't get, all arrogant and egotistical about it, but give yourself a pat on the back, because you guys don't give yourselves enough credit for the good work that you do. People call it hard work. Well, it is hard work, but I choose to call it good work because it's for a good cause. Right. So, anywho, next we had the Nine of Pentacles. Isn't that lovely? See, once we get out of our heads and we allow the messages from Spirit or Source to come to us, put that up a little further. Once we allow that to happen, we're open for this abundance. Yes, financial, also mental and spiritual abundance. That's what we're open for. That's what we're headed towards. We have a divine right to be abundant on every level. Today, like I said, has been super intense for me, and just before I had that epiphany that I'm in this constricted space in my head and I keep myself held hostage, Spirit was directing me to watch these movies, and movies is one of my favorite medias, because when I'm watching these movies, I have these beautiful thoughts that come to me. I have a lot of epiphanies when I'm watching these movies, and I'm not a Bible person. I mean, I grew up with it, and I read it over and over and over. I don't remember most of it, but there was something on the screen at the end of this one movie that said, "Therefore you are no longer a slave, but my child, and if my child, then an heir through me." And that's from Galatians 4:7. I don't know if I can hold it up. Can you see it? Yeah, baby. Screenshot that bad boy and print it out. We have a right to every single type of abundance. We have a right to that. The days of us the days of us lacking in proper thought, lacking in financial abundance, lacking in emotional stability, mental stability, familial stability, those days are coming to an end because we're doing that inner work. And this is a consistent theme right now with all the signs, not just us. So you may hear it more than once in my videos. So, sorry to repeat, but I got to tell you what Spirit tells me to tell you. All right, so next we have Queen of Swords. I love Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about clarity. Cutting through the BS, this is about clarity. And you don't have to be a female to carry Queen of Swords energy. This can be about a male. As a matter of fact, Spirit has given me the message that there's a lot of males out there that I'm talking to right now who are cutting through the BS and getting their clarity because of it. Moving away from those old people, places, and things that have caused us strife. Strife. That's where we've been. In strife. And some of us are still there. But we can move out of that. We don't have to stay there. We're not stuck anywhere except for in our heads, right? And the truth is, change doesn't happen until there's willingness to change. And willingness to change is, what's the word I want? Is perpetuated by being sick and tired of feeling like crap. Here. And here. Because we all know this affects this. So, Queen of Swords is cutting through the BS. You're coming into some clarity. It's real. Because I'm hearing Spirit's telling me that some of you guys are like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, and I feel like there's some people here that are fresh to tarot readings, and you're undecided, and some of you are beyond skeptical, and that's okay. Take what you need and leave the rest. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, see, new beginnings, guys. Ace of Pentacles was next. New beginnings. And the card after. Five of Coins. I don't see a tower yet. We may. Something is going to happen that is going to force you to change if you don't choose to do it by yourself. That's the message here. Do we want to do this? Oh, sorry. Do we want to do this? Or do we want to do that? I like this one better. We're destined for stuff, you guys. We're destined for things. And we can choose not to follow the path of our destinies. We can do that, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to be freaking miserable. So when we're done being sick and tired of being sick and tired, that is when the change will start. It will catapult us into the proper action and the proper steps to cultivate change. And we do cultivate it. Every time we look something right in the eyeball, a character flaw or whatever, something that happened in our past we can't let go of. Something we can't let go of. Every time we choose to look it in the eye, accept it. Acceptance is the first step to any type of change. After recognizing it. But after we accept it, we can look it in the eyeball and just, more often than not, you look it in the eyeball, you allow yourself to feel however you feel when you're having that memory or that thought. Go ahead and feel what you feel. You're human. You're supposed to feel. Feelings are a guidance system. You're going to hear me say that a lot. If it feels bad, stop doing it. If it makes you feel good, then do it. Plain and simple, simple and plain. But we have to get out of this frame of mind first. Because if we don't, we're going to stay stuck in these constrictive minds of ours. Right? So, now, my feeling, because of the next card, is that some of you will not have to be pushed into anything. That you're going to figure it out in the nick of time. Before the crap really hits the fan and you start moving backwards instead of forwards and revisiting the same old cycles and the same old situations and the same old people. Okay? Because this card is next. new horizons, right? Looking at the future. 2 rods firmly planted behind him for foundation, for stability, and another rod in his hand. He's ready to go. He's just waiting on his ship to come in. The thing is, for a lot of us, for a lot of you, your ship has come in more than once. It's okay. So is mine. And you can have more than one ship. It doesn't have to be just one. But Spirit suggests that you work on one thing at a time if you can help it. You got enough external stuff going on in the 3D world. All right. To add on more than one thing on. This full moon. Get that aura cleansed. Get your chakras cleansed. Do a chakra meditation. I know. Everybody goes, meditation. I can't do it. And believe me, been there, done that. I can dig what you're saying with that, because it took a lot of practice for me to learn how to meditate in a way that works for me. I mean, you take what you need and you leave the rest, like I said. But meditation for me is euphoric. You'd think I'd do it more. Heavens forfend if I felt good, right? Sometimes I'm here. Yeah. Sometimes I'm there. Restrictive mind. But this three of rods. Oh my goodness. This three of rods tells me that you're going to pull out of it just in the nick of time, and you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay either way, but you'd be more okay if you don't wait to be pushed into the change through negative circumstances. So again, the full moon, I think I started to say this already, the full moon is going to be about releasing all that crap. That's what it's for, and it's a super intense one with the 3 things we got going. Cancer season, solstice, full moon. Oh my goodness. Just let it do its job. Don't try and push anything. Ground yourself. Put your feet on the ground. Put your feet in the grass. Take a walk. Do whatever you need to do to connect to you, so you can keep it in the present moment. Because Aquarians are so busy thinking about the future that we forget where we're standing. And we forget how good we really are. How much we've accomplished. How much we've done. How much we've grown. We forget that stuff. So tonight is an excellent night to ground yourself. Light a candle, take a bubble bath, watch a comedy, watch a romance. Do something that helps to keep your mind out of the ether where it's just swirling around like crazy and you're not able to really think a proper thought or you know what I mean? Just find something that you enjoy. I'm going to stop preaching. All right, so, and then the 8th card I picked was strength. So this says, obviously, you have the strength to do this. You have the strength to get here. And here. You have the strength to do that. Spirit's telling me, tell you to write down 3 things that you've accomplished. 3 ways that your life is better now than it was 1 year ago. Just 3. I know you can find 3. And if you can't, 1. You're strong enough. You got this. So let's pick some words to go with our cards. Oh, one flew right out of there. We better take that bad boy. Peaceful. Yeah, peaceful. That goes with this one, the 9 of Pentacles. Peaceful. See? I feel like a lot of you have moments of peace, moments of clarity. But I feel like it's more than it used to be. I feel like you're having more moments of peace. Maybe your frustration and anger and rageful moments last less time. Maybe there's less of them. On the other hand, maybe not right now. I have to tell you, I have to be honest. Again, Aquarians hate change. And even though I've instigated the changes, I have spent a great deal of my time angry because I don't like change. And every time I move up a little bit vibrationally, through spiritual awakenings or inner work, I get mad because I'm out of my comfort zone. And then I blame everybody else because I'm mad. It's nobody else is making me mad. I make myself mad. Okay? Because I just want to be back in my comfort zone. But the truth is, you're not comfortable there anymore either. If you were, you wouldn't be instigating change. You wouldn't be allowing change to happen to you. You'd be fighting it every step of the way. And I'm not saying that we don't fight it, because we do. But we're not fighting it so much. Because the old isn't comfy anymore. It's familiar. There's a difference. So, peaceful, that's coming. Let this full, give it about 3 days. So, around the 24th, 25th, give or take a day or two, you'll start to feel more peaceful, more at ease. Okay? And we got attractive again. I don't know what that's about. Because I'm looking for, let me pull a card for this out of the Crystal Visions, because there's not a card up here that has anything to do with attraction. Five of Swords upside down. This is about your personal attraction or the way that you see yourself. Okay? I should fix my camera. It's up too high. This is about how you feel about you. But it's reversed, which means you like yourself a little bit more. You know what I mean? You like yourself a little. You're a little bit happier with yourself. So that's that's what the word attractive goes to. So let's pick another one. Let me see if I can make another one fly out of here. All willy-nilly. Nope. Spirituality. That's the first one flipped up in my fingers. Spirituality. Yeah. This. The Hierophant. This whole being in a human form is about spirituality. And for some of you, it always has been. And people just never could understand that. They never got where you came from. What are you talking about? It was supposed to happen. Every single little thing was supposed to happen? Oh, yeah. You dropped the remote on the floor. Yep, that was supposed to happen. Why? Probably because you're being sent a message, just slow down. Just saying. Okay, so everything for some of you is about spirituality. And that's what the Hierophant is. I mean, the Hierophant is basically a priest, right? That's where he gets the calm demeanor and the balance from. Because his spiritual world and his 3D world are balanced. Yeah, baby. Another. Moon. Okay, we didn't pick a moon card, but that's okay. It's a full moon. Go figure. That's a beautiful thing, people. Yeah, so, yeah, again, but put your stuff in your windowsill. Your jewelry, your crystal, everything. Put it all in the windowsill. Anything you put on your person, anything that you have around your house that is, you feel, puts out energy or draws in energy. It's probably a natural substance. Even your candles, like I said, because even the cheap dollar store candles are made out of soy wax now. So, there you go. Take advantage of that moon. Leave it out for the next 3 days. Because, as I said, I'm posting this on the 21st. So, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. And you can leave it up longer if you want. Next word. Problem solving. Alright, so that's also this. That's also our Queen of Swords because of the clarity or solving problems. Some of them are outer problems, but we got to solve the problems in here first, right? Before we can solve what's going on around us. And as soon as we start getting our stuff together in our heads, Well, would you look at that? All the stuff around us starts magically changing. It truly does. It's a beautiful thing. Problem solving. And Spirit is still telling me, don't push it. Just be open to it. If you are new to metaphysics or meditating or spirituality or anything like that, the first instinct is to push. Well, if I do this, I'll be more spiritually connected. If I do that, this will happen. If I do the other will happen. We should not be acting on anything that has to do with our spirituality without guidance from Source. Because if it's not from that, then it's out of ego. Don't get me started on ego, because I will go there. I'll go there for a second. Ego is the thing that keeps us safe. And Spirit is telling me to tell you that you don't need to keep yourself safe like that anymore. All you have to do is be open to the messages you're getting. That's all you have to do. So don't push it. It's coming. It's probably there, and we're just pushing so hard that it's not happening here. And sometimes also Spirit says to tell you, it doesn't always happen the way you think it's gonna. When I first started having my spiritual awakenings, it was a rush. Okay. And then as I got more in tune with my spiritual self, with my higher self, it became less of a rush. But for years I kept expecting this huge rush, because it was, again, euphoric for me to get these spiritual awakening. So you'll be all right. Just don't push. One more word. Talented. Okay. Now I'm going to pull a card to go with this, but I already have something in my head that it might be about, something I'm being told it might be about. Yeah. All right, let's pull a card, another card from the Crystal Visions deck. Oh my goodness. So we have a 9 of Pentacles, and then we have a 9 of Cups. That's emotional prosperity. Well, partially it's because of the inner work that you're doing, but also partially it's because there's something that is common theme. Again, you may hear it often in several videos, not just mine. Your talents. Your talents are going to bring you some of that emotional prosperity. And again, once we have that emotional prosperity, the financial prosperity and the mental prosperity start to come in after that. Got to work on this first before all the other stuff can come to us fully. You might be, I don't know, starting a new business, or you want to be CEO of a company, or you might want to do something, you might want to do something in public speaking, you might want to write a book, you might want to do a YouTube channel, you might want to be in the public eye somehow, or you might just want to have peace for your family, as financial peace, right? You might want to have those things. And the 9 of Cups says that that's where you're headed, because you're working on that stuff on the inside. So, but your talents, some of you are going to pick something and you're going to start on it, and then Spirit's going to say, no, do this. Do this instead. Follow that. I know it sucks to start over. I don't think you're going to be so far into whatever you're starting that it's going to be a huge burden, You'll be all right. You got this. Spirit says you got this. You got this, people. All right, let's pick another card. Oh, goodness, why are all these coming up upside down? Okay, well, 9 of Swords. This is another human. I'm getting this theme a lot too. This is another human. I'm sorry, it was upside down. There we go. This is another human who is not this Knight of Swords. They think they are. I'm the stuff. I am such hot stuff. No, they're not. They think they are. But we try to be compassionate. Everyone has a story. Everyone has gone through stuff the same as we have. However, whatever this person comes to you with, and I'm thinking it's work related or career related or something to do with income related, right? They're offering you something they don't really have. They think they have it. But the truth is, they lost their oomph a long time ago. And they're still trying to ride a dead wave, a flat wave. They're not going anywhere anymore. They're not as popular as they used to be. People don't look up to them the way that they used to. They're not respected anymore. People think that this person is so full of crap they can't even explain it to you. Because he is. Doesn't make him a bad person. Makes him an unaware person. Now, maybe you are put in this person's path so for them to learn a lesson, to better themselves. Maybe this person is put in your path because it's a lesson for you. I kind of think it's going to go both ways. But this person is going to take a lot longer for that awareness to hit them than it is for you. There's this common thought when it comes to the law of attraction. And it's true sometimes, most of the time. But sometimes life happens. The common thought is we attract the vibrations that we put out. Sometimes. This is changing. There's a lot of things in the law of attraction that do work, but there's certain concepts that don't fit anymore because we're different. We're going through our reawakening as the human race, as the collective. Not just those of us on the planet, but those of us who aren't on the planet anymore, or those of us who never were on the planet. We're all connected. But there's this common theme that we attract what we put out. And karma-wise, yes, absolutely. But we don't always attract someone else that's a jerk because we're a jerk. Or because we're carrying bad juju. That's not always. The universe does stuff. The universe sends us people, places, and things. And situations. For us to learn something from them. It's as simple as that. I used to hate hearing that. Lessons. I hated that word so much. I'm an Aquarius too. I don't like to be taught anything. I know everything, didn't you know? But sometimes people, places, and things and situations are put in our path because there's something we need to learn from it. Period, point blank. Or we can choose to take the lesson, or we can choose to let it turn into one of these situations. Despair stuck in our heads. Constrictive thinking. Sabotaging ourselves. Allowing fear to overtake us. I'm going to share a secret with you. Every time I go to do one of these videos, I have a panic attack. I'm not new to tarot reading. By any means. I've been doing it for 25, maybe more like 30 years now. I'm older than I thought I was. I've been doing it for about 30 years. I'm not new. Yet I have a panic attack every time I do one of these. Before I do one of these. Well, guess what? There's nothing wrong with being afraid. Strength comes from doing it anyway. Sticking your face right in it. Sticking your foot in it. Doing it anyway. That's what real strength is. Strength isn't lack of fear. Lack of doubt. It isn't that. It's doing it anyway. Alright, you guys, my fellow Aquarians, are some of the strongest people I've ever met in my entire life. Truly. You just have these huge hearts, and I know people think we're aloof. And we are aloof, I don't know. When I have an emotion, you can see it all over my face. Okay. But we feel things intensely deep. Just right in there, we feel things, and this is why we're aloof. Plus, a lot of us have spent our lives being told we're nuts. Talk about feelings. What are those? We're not supposed to have feelings. My generation, anyway, and I don't think that's new. I see a whole bunch of generations that were born after me that there's no such thing as feelings. Again, take what we need and leave the rest. It's a lesson learned. We are some of the most sensitive people on the planet. You know, and there's other signs that are way sensitive too. But I'm talking about us right now. So, anywho, let's pick another card. See if we get another upside downer. Nope, Seven of Pentacles. Excellent. Okay, so all this groundwork you've been doing, all this inner work, that groundwork you've been doing, that's her sitting underneath her pentacle tree. That's her harvest, right? She's just, and she's grateful. She's so grateful for it. She's got some in her basket. She's got others hanging off the tree branch. She's got some growing out of the ground. Her abundance is all around her. This is the message. Her abundance is all around her. And she sees it. Because she got some clarity. Yep. So I don't know what's up with my camera. Every time I put a card up, it turns my skin tone red. I apologize. I am working on a video camera. Woohoo! Can't wait to get that bad boy and play with it. Alright, so Seven of Pentacles, being grateful for the harvest that you have so far from the seeds that you've sown through that inner work. Alright, one more of these. You have 42 minutes on the clock. 4 plus 2 is 6. Look for number 6. Or 666 or 66 or 6666. You look for 6s, would you? And the 6 of Cups. Childlike. Remembering ourselves, how we felt when we were children. Hopeful, energetic, amazed at everything around us. This is what we're headed towards. With the new beginnings. With the new beginnings. We're going to feel just like this. And again, some of you have already started to reap those rewards. Some of you are doing a lot of inner child work. And I mean, to me, inner work is inner child work. I think we all have at least one thing we went through that was so traumatizing that maybe we function normally, whatever that is. Maybe we function normally, but it's something that we've held on to, and it's affected the rest of our lives, a certain area of our lives. And I think for Aquarians, it affects the area, our heart chakras, the most. We find it hard to, I mean, we go at it trusting, and then they do something to cause us not to trust them, and we give them 600 chances to do it different, and they keep doing it the way they always have, and then we get our feelings hurt finally, and then people wonder why other people don't want to share themselves from the heart. So all this inner work that you're doing or are going to do, that's what it's going to affect. If you can meditate, even just for a couple of minutes, even for 1 minute, just sit and visualize your heart opening up, light pouring out of it, wide open, pouring out of it, and then the light from source pouring back into it. That's that balance, that give and take. That's what that is, the balance. That's what the balance is. So we're working on our heart chakras. That's what we're doing. And we're going to return to a whole bunch of that childlike excitement and hope. Because there is hope. There's beyond hope. We got this. All right. I'm going to pick one out of the Del Toro deck. I apologize. This video might be a little verbally choppy. I had a moment. This is the second time I've done this video. It's but I pulled different cards though. But yeah, so this is the second time I did the video. I was a lot upset. To be honest with you, I was a lot upset that I had to restart it. A boundary was crossed. But anywho, so here we go. The Two of Pentacles. Again, balance. Yeah. Two of Pentacles from the Del Toro deck. That's balance. Again, I already talked about it. That's what we're looking at. Just reaffirms. That's what we're aiming for, is balance. Balance between the spiritual and the 3D. Because we're moving out of the 3D. We're moving out of it. We're not the only people who are reawakening. We're not the only people, as I call it, who are ascending to a higher energetic level. We're not the only people doing it. The planet is doing it. And it's about freaking time we got our collective butts in gear and made a decision. I was getting a little worried there for a minute. But for now, we're all right. It may change, but for now, we're all right. One more word, and then we'll close it up. Appreciate all you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment so we can grow the family. I'm sorry, I'm not taking that one. It has nothing to do with anything. Dating. Okay, that's a possibility. I think I was talking about this person that was going to come back in, that was going to have an effect on your finances, actually. So I'm going to take that other one. Pardon me. Sorry. Pardon me. Excuse me. Yeah, the Knight of, the King of Swords upside down. That person coming at you will try to affect your finances, or will affect your finances if you let them in. Spirit is telling me loud and clear, do not let this person in. Unless you want trouble. Dating. They want to date you. What did I do wrong? And that keeps coming up. Not so much as it used to. Even the last video I did, that something to that effect came up, but it's still less aggressive than it was before. But they're still thinking on it, and that's the thing. Make sure that you protect yourself in some way, shape, or form, please. Against psychic attacks, against people doing bad juju on you by thinking bad things about you. That's all it takes. Is someone consistently thinking bad thoughts about you. Or consistently talking trash and blowing smoke up everybody else's rear ends about you. People consistently gaslighting you. People consistently trying to make you look like the bad guy. Or try to make everybody else think that you're out of your mind. You're not out of your mind. If this is a person from your past, they did what they did, and there's nothing that's going to change it. And at this moment, they're not going to change either. Maybe in the future they will. That is not on you. You do you. Also the dating. I think I said this in the last video. There is somebody coming up to you. I'm not going to put a time frame on it. This is for the next 2 weeks, this reading, but I'm not going to put a time frame on it because they're moving real slow. Again, Cancer seasons, Cancerian energy is very slow and instinctive and creative and nurturing and emotional and romantic, but it's still slow-moving energy. The nurturing sticks right out for me. And that's what we need to do with ourselves. We need to be more nurturing to ourselves. We need to be more nurturing to other people, maybe. Doesn't mean take people's garbage. Just be more nurturing towards other people. Just try what I say. Everyone has a story. Or figure something out that'll work for you. It's a really, really good way to let go of getting obsessed with somebody's BS. Because somebody is coming at you with BS. And somebody else is coming after them that is much more for you. Whether that's in a business relationship or a love relationship. Spirit's not clear on that right now. Because I think some of you are trying to make a choice between, do I focus on my love life, or do I focus on my financial life? Right now, focus on your dreams and desires, as far as monetary desires, as far as work, home. Focus on you and your things, and that love part will come if that's what you're looking for. Remember, we have to have it together and hear more for the other things to come to us. Right? So I really appreciate you guys showing up. You have a beautiful next 3 days of intense full moon, beautiful loveliness. All right? Song came to mind, Dancing in the Moonlight. It's an oldie but goodie. I love that song. Anywho, you have a fantastic next few days. And I will post again, and hopefully I won't be so choppy next time. But I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Bye.